I will be brief. I just want to welcome everyone here on behalf of, so I am New York State Senator Rob Ortt. I am the Senate Minority Leader here in New York. I reside actually in Western New York, in Buffalo, but flew out this morning, and I'm very honored to be able to be here to welcome you to not only New York City, but New York State, and the importance of it being here at this moment. You know, New York is home to the largest population of God's people outside of the nation of Israel, right here in New York State. And in spite of that, we have seen an incredible rise in anti-Semitism here in New York, on our college campuses, in the city of New York. One of the most startling examples of that was this past, after the terrible attack on the nation of Israel by Hamas, not far from Ground Zero, the World Trade Center, site of the worst terrorist attack on the United States, by people who thought very similarly to Hamas. There were folks here in New York City waving the Hamas flag and standing in solidarity with people who no doubt rejoiced on that day 23 years ago when those towers went down and 3,000 people lost their lives. And I think that is the, you know, I never would have believed that 23 years later, or 22 back then, the world would have already turned upside down on its head. And that is why it's so important that we're all here today. It's a prayer breakfast. We need to pray. New York needs prayers. The United States needs prayers. Israel needs prayers. We have work to do. There is work that we have to do, but at some point, we do what we can, and then we have to trust not in man, but in God. And that is very, very important. I think it's very important that we remember that we have to do what we can do. God has bestowed upon each of you gifts and talents, and the fact that you're here today is an act, I would argue, of defiance. You stand in defiance of the world as it is today. You stand in defiance of what's going on at the United Nations. And it's okay, it's good. It's good once in a while to stand in defiance, but we need to pray for the strength to do what God has called us to do. And again, I'm honored that you're here in my home state, in New York City, in New York, for this prayer breakfast, when we pray not only for America, but certainly to pray for the nation of Israel. I want to thank all of those. I want to thank Liz Joy. I got to give a little shout out to Liz Joy. She invited me here today and helped me out and gave me all the details. So I want to thank Liz. But I want to thank everyone who puts this breakfast together and who makes it possible for the work that you do. I will hope to see all of you today and tonight at the dinner. God bless. Thank you very much.